Alright, what is good, guys? So we ended up passing our funded account. I'll show you right over here. Today was a frustrating day, not gonna lie, but we managed to do it. So this is our first Combine account that we're working with. This was purchased later on, so that's why I still haven't passed it. But we have 2K in the balance, and then as for our Combine or our actual past funded account, you can see 3K. Ignore the win rate because I've been doing horribly recently, so it should be a little bit higher, and all the trades I've been taking have been kind of like, it hasn't been the way I wanted it to be, so today was just so frustrating. But we had to wait 3 hours for us to take the winning trade, and um, I'm just like lost at a loss of words because it's just I've never been staying on the charts for this long, and I'm just so tired. And it was just a draining morning because I was just focusing on the charts, trying to get that winning trade. And yeah, we managed to do it. So let me just explain what I was looking at throughout the whole morning, I guess, after market opened. Originally, I was bearish because, you know, low time frame was looking like we wanted to come down to London lows, and that did not end up happening. We ended up just heading all the way up, tapping into this prominent high. I wanted to take a trade here because we ended up having a retracement, and then we closed above this high over here, which we could have taken a trade at this closure, having our TP over here or targeting a 1 to 2, but I did not end up doing that. And then later on we get another entry after tapping into this high. This would have been a little bit more risky, but if you're looking at how price is reacting, we're reacting really bullish. So anything when you want to take like a continuation, you want to see what that closure is like. If we're reacting off like a fair value gap and then we have like a closure above the high or even the low, depending on your buys, you could see that overall it was pretty bullish. I mean, there was no bearish fair value gaps that we created, nor did we break any low for us to look for any shorts, right? On top of that, looking at ES, we did get like a similar reaction. So you could see, I mean, yeah, we were pretty bullish. So this would probably been my second trade that I would have taken if I um if I wanted to, but knowing this, it was a little bit more riskier on the other hand. However, this was my actual first trade that I take. Oh my god, that I take? I meant that I took. Holy Jesus, bro, my English is like, yo, that sounded so zesty for a minute, bro. Dude, I just sounded so fucking zesty. Oh my god, bro, what the hell is happening? Pissing me off. Anyways, and nothing against the gays, bro, but like, okay, what am I? Give me a couple seconds, man. Let me just let me take a deep breath. Let me take a deep breath, bro. Okay. All right, so this was the actual first trade I took. Um, I was just looking at price. Price just kept on going up, and I was like, okay, we're most likely wanting to tap into the daily high. So I marked out the daily high. I looked for a potential entry. We ended up getting a retracement before we even tapped to the daily the daily high, and then over here I was kind of like, let's see how this candle is gonna close. We end up closing above this, so this was yet to be a break of structure technically in my eyes. And then all of a sudden we just create a bullish fair value gap, um, and we close above this high. So I took the entry right over here. We were in some drawdown for a bit, but I was honestly pretty okay. I was also targeting a 1 to 2, right? So we ended up getting stopped at a break even, basically hitting a 1 to 1. But in order for me to pass the funded account, I needed a 1 to 2. So I was just targeting a 1 to 2. Although we could have taken profits at just a 1 to 1, but I really don't want to take profits there. I think I just repeated that like a couple times. But anyways, our second trade that we took was a short. Um, Honestly, price today or price action today was really good. We ended up sweeping. We ended up coming up to sweep this high, and then we also came down to sweep London lows. Rarely do you get to see these kind of price movements on FOMC meeting minutes. I did not expect us to have this much volume today, but I cannot complain whatsoever. But like I said, our second trade was a short. I was targeting London lows and this prominent low, but you could see after we had this huge displacement candle to the downside, I was waiting for a reaction to the 1 minute inverse, which we get over here, and then I wanted us to close below this bullish fair value gap to create a bearish inverse, and then we end up doing that. So my entry was here, my stop loss was at this high over here, and then we start consolidating, which I didn't like. So I mean, technically if I just held on to this trade, it would have won, but we're not going to do that because first of all, this was my break even, so we would have hit my break even um anyways. And yeah, we were just consolidating. So overall this trade was like okay. I don't think it was like amazing. Um but you can see the bias was there, obviously wanting to target London lows or this prominent low. Like holy bro, I got the jits right now. Jesus man, I don't even know what's going on with me, bro. Like this is what trading does to a man, bro. Oh my god. And then our last trade was our winning trade, which was once we swept London low, um, we ended up reacting to these bearish for value gaps, and this is another great bullish candle that you want to see if you want to take like a reversal, because I mean this was pretty easy. We sweep London lows, and then all of a sudden we just have a huge candle. On top of that, we broke structure to the upside, so this was an easy one. We were supposedly to target this high, and we were a few ticks away from it, but since I only needed like a certain amount for my funded, then I closed a little bit early and just wanted to secure that not that payout, but that passing. Oh my god, I can't even speak, bro. Oh my, I don't even want to reset this video, but yeah, I'm not even gonna reset this video. So if you guys are watching this, bro, this is the unedited version, bro. I'm literally so illiterate right now. Holy, I gotta take a breather, bro. My adrenaline is still there. Like I'm in shock right now. Oh, yeah, I'm overreacting. Anyways, okay, I gotta calm down. I gotta like smoke some weed. No, I don't even smoke. Okay, I'm actually like, I might be like, I might be on something right now, bro. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So we ended up closing early because we just wanted to pass the count, and yeah, pretty much. Um, it's kind of unfortunate because we ended up coming back down to our entry when we were like literally a couple ticks away from our TP, and our price decided to go to our TP. So yeah, we ended up closing, which was good, but if we did stay in this trade, this would have been a break even, which would have been kind of annoying. But yeah, this was today. It was an interesting day, but overall it turned out good. And our next step for this challenge is to get a 5K payout, or not. I mean that was the original plan, but our next step right now is to actually get 5 winning days. So we gotta get 5 winning days. I believe it's 150 or either $200 each day. So yeah, let's just get started. On top of that, we need to build a 2K buffer because if you request money on Top Step, you should at least have a 2K buffer for the 50K account because yeah, whatever, you don't want to be requesting um, if you have a very low amount. But yeah, let's just move on to the next step. This video was kind of weird today because I was all trippy and shit. But anyways, let me relax. Next video will be a banger video, hopefully. But yeah, let me just calm myself down. Yeah.